trying to get this figured out. Below in the description box, let me know if you guys can see it. It is my link to PayPal so that you can donate any amount and get a reading right now. And just send me your questions, or if you general card pull, just let me know as well. We can see what you need to know about from spirit guides, from angels. We can look into your energy, your aura, your chakras. We can look into love, career, anything you guys want. Just let me know what you guys want. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to log in, and I'll just go ahead and kind of discuss what the last reading was about. If you go on to this video before, you'll see that there was an October reading, and this was for everybody. This wasn't for anyone in particular. It was just something that I really felt guided to do. I got cut off, and then I done a video before that. It wasn't even a few seconds long, and I was trying to transition the camera, but it didn't work very well. So we can also talk about whatever you guys want as well. I'm just giving you guys some time to get in here. I'm going to see if I can share this link so I can get some of my clients on here. And that is my website. And then just my Facebook page is just Raven Hope. You can look it up. It should have my picture there. You can look that up on Facebook, just so you guys know. Gotta do that. So I'll tell you what I'm using here. I'm using a Ganesh incense. I really like Ganesh incense. It helps me relax. It makes me feel abundant, along with my fertility spray that I make, which is in the green bottle right there. And then I have black onyx right there as well. And black onyx is a really good stone to work with for any kind of protection work, releasing any stagnant energy. And to me, it's a great shield for any reader or just anyone that is sensitive. It also, in my opinion, helps transmute the negative energy. So I really like to work with that. And my guide specifically, a specific one, told me to get the black onyx tower. So that's why I have the tower. And I think at this point, that's the only tower that I have right now. And then I have a green candle that I make. This is the Fast Lucky Rain Money Reiki tea lights. And that is the pink Himalayan sea salt tea light holder. And then I have, believe it or not, behind that, I have a pine branch. And pine is a really good healer. It's really good for fertility. It's good for protection. And it's just very festive, in my opinion, for the winter seasons and the fall seasons. And then lastly, I have my Mother Mary candle. This was from a friend, and I really enjoy lighting it and really giving it a lot of love and attention recently, because it just really wanted to be on my table. Mother Mary was really wanting to work with some of the people that I read for, so that is why she is on my table. Another incense I like to burn is a celestial incense that my friend got me, and this is a really good brand as well. It smells amazing. So I will be burning that and the Ganesh when you get readings from me. Privately, I do private email readings, private YouTube readings, and if you need, I can do phone readings, in-person readings, and also Skype readings or messenger readings on Facebook. So the last reading that we done in October was all about diving deep into the shadow side, and to the point where you can really see what's going on. The part of you that is ready to rise beyond the limitations that someone else or you have put on yourself. So that is the whole theme of October, what I channeled. And I would really like to get your guys' input if you like those monthly channeled readings. If you want me to go live, if you like them pre-recorded, just let me know. And I hope eventually when I get the time, I will do the zodiac signs. But with things transitioning again and getting some things moving in my personal life and career life, I really wanted to give it time before I commit into anything that has to do with a consistent schedule. So I'm kind of just going off things intuitively. But I guess I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards since no one's here yet. And if you watch the playback, you're probably like, okay, let's get to the cards anyway, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and just shuffle and just pull a couple cards. We're just going to see what the energies are at this point right now. And I am using the Les Vampire deck by Lucy Cavendish. I really like her decks. They're very accurate in my opinion. And I love the imagery. I love that it kind of connects to the inner child, but it's also I feel it's a very professional deck. Any of her decks, really, I just really like them. So I'm just going to be shuffling and just see what the energies are before it comes in, or if they even come in. We'll just see how this goes. I just kind of wanted to see who came on and if anyone's interested in these live readings. I've been getting a lot of reverse cards, guys. So I feel like it's shadow work time, especially for me and my clients. But we have a reverse card right here. And this is ecstasy, yearning. I've seen yearning, but it's yielding, rapture and bliss. So usually when spirit has me see something that's not there, someone's yearning for a message or yearning for a particular person that may be watching this now or later or whenever they watch it. But there might be something that needs to break apart. This is why the shadow work and the reverse cards are coming so strongly, especially in my readings recently. Because a lot of us are feeling that dull, stagnant energy where we feel as if nothing's going our way, nothing's going to get better, nothing seems to be worth anything at this point. So it's like a very depressive, overtaking, suffocating energy. So a lot of us need healing. I mean, a lot of healing. And a lot of us need to realize that some of that healing is just acceptance of and realizing we're avoiding something, or realizing we're not grieving in a way, or we're thinking too much like the ones beside us. You know what I mean? So it's almost like that you're allowing that projection to take over, you know? I feel like nowadays a lot of people are sensitive more than they realize. And especially the ones that are sensitive, they feel like they're going crazy or they feel very overwhelmed very easily. So it's time to do that self-check-in to see if you need a tower moment like the tarot, where you need things to fall apart to fall back together so that you can have the chance to rebuild whatever you want to rebuild. Hope, anticipation, bright prospects, and wish. So this is just confirming that without realizing the stagnant energy and without dealing with it and being honest with ourselves, we're not going to regain that hope. So it's important to regain that hope. It's important to realize that if you want new avenues, if you want these new wishes to be fulfilled, you have to give up something that has been weighing you down. And it could be is what Spirit's saying, a crappy coping mechanism. It could be allowing fear, allowing anxiety and depression, or avoidance, or allowing other people's negativity to take over us, to allow us to give up. Sometimes the biggest block is ourselves. We all know this. But it's coming in many different forms. And it's disguising itself very well, is what Spirit's telling me. So a lot of us are feeling as if it could be a physical symptom, it could be an emotional symptom, whatever it might be. It could even seem like other people. But we're using these as a decoy to what's really going on. So I've heard this because I took addictions and I have my addictions and psychology. I'm a bachelor's in addictions. So I've heard this over and over again that you are just going to, when people go into recovery, when they go into addictions, a lot of the times people focus way too much on the symptoms and they want to relieve themselves of the symptoms. But why are they having those symptoms? It's something underlining. It's something that they're trying to avoid, and it's almost like it's a decoy to the actual problem. So you want to focus on the actual problem and its solution, and also pay attention to the symptoms, of course, but don't let that fool you. And this is why a lot of people, it's so easy to fall back into those triggers, into those symptoms, and have those issues where you go back to the addiction itself because they're not really digging deep enough, you know? And that's all about shadow work. That's why I love shadow work, because it has you dig deeper than the just that one transparent thing. You know, it's about going deeper. So if you're feeling jealous, you go a little deeper. Well, why do you feel jealous? Okay, why do you feel that way? Why do you feel that way? And it could be as simple as I don't feel good enough, or someone made me not feel good enough. And so now I do all these things to kind of support that falsehood. Okay? So it's about really seeing where you're supporting that illusion of having no hope or false hope. And how can you get that back? What are some steps you can take to get that hope back? And then this card goes into transmission, spreading of conditions, influence, and impact. So yeah, it's talking about that there's something that we need to heal deeper than just what we're experiencing physically or mentally or emotionally. You know, something could seem like it's a physical addiction or a physical problem, when actually it's an emotional problem or it's a spiritual problem, you know? So, or it can even be like this card says, a particular person or an environment or something that no one might not ever think of. It could be certain textures or sounds or food or whatever it might be. There's so many possibilities. With the number 7 coming in with this card, the 7 always reminds me of divine intervention. It reminds me of 7 days of the week and how it takes time and how it could take a lifetime, but don't let that discourage you. You know, sometimes the healing process can take a lifetime, and that should be enjoyed. It should not be, you know, you shouldn't be discouraged from it. You shouldn't feel irritated by it, because that in itself is an excuse to give up. So there's something stepping in tonight, wanting you guys to realize that if you're dealing with something, it does not have to be an addiction. It doesn't have to be avoidance. It doesn't have to even be shadow aspects of yourself. It could even just simply being not being present. You know, why are you not being present enough? Why are you thinking about something that's happening 3 days from now, or something that happened 10 years ago? You know, what's going on there? So it's about really recentering yourself and regrounding yourself. The last card that's in reverse is rebellion. Upstart, revolution, tumult. Hold on a second, I'm getting a message, just 1 second. That's why I started mispronouncing words. I get that every time someone steps in. Okay. So with this being in reverse, okay, this is talking about rebellion against someone to relieve yourself from something or someone. But with this being in reverse, your guides are asking you, where are you being rebellious towards yourself and your self-worth? Rebellious towards your hope, rebellious towards the happiness or the joy or the brighter prospects of your life. Where are you rebelling against releasing any of these influences that are harming you? Okay? So it's really about, it's like really, really deep shadow work here. It's really asking you to heal a part of yourself that is not going to just take one time or one session of shadow work, one session of Reiki, one session decluttering your home, or working on CBT, or working on positive coping mechanisms or positive psychology. It's all of it, all at once, and sometimes taking a little bit more time and more effort than most people to get back to this hope, to get back to this place where you really need to rise above. Okay, so if you guys have any comments or questions, you know to leave them down below. If you want a reading with me, you know you can always go down to the link that I've provided in this video. Through PayPal, you can send me any donation and I will read for you or heal for you. I have discount codes for my full price sessions, and I also make candles. I do incense, loose incense that is. I make room sprays, healing sprays. I also like to create manifestation bags for your desired outcome. And I do have courses. I do have Reiki attunements and courses online. And I really hope you guys check it out. Don't be like discouraged if you don't want to ask your question public. You can always, like I said, get a private reading if you're not wanting it live, and that's totally fine. But even after watching this video, if you guys feel guided to donate, I'd really appreciate it. I really love doing my readings, but it does take time, and I feel like it's an honor also to Spirit when we work together and create a balanced give and take energy. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this video because I don't see anyone coming in at this time. And if you want, I can come back, but I'm going to need some more participation, guys. All right. Have a blessed night, guys.